Hey, it's Erin Smith of the Starters Club, and today I'm covering the 2 C words that totally kill your business. I see this all the time, especially in the online world. But I'm going to tell you the 2 C's that will completely kill your business are comparing and copying. Social media has been a great thing. I love social media. It's built my business. It's been the best thing in the world for me, especially this particular business. However, it's also bad because you got to realize what everybody's putting up on social media is this awesome visual life, right? I mean, you can buy a Facebook ad and pretty much look pretty incredible to everyone around you because you just keep showing up in their feed. But you have to understand, people are showing you the best movie reel versus everything behind the scenes, and we're comparing our business, we're comparing ourselves to those things, and it's just not fair. Let me give you a great example. Okay, so you're comparing to someone else and they're doing this whole Facebook ad and they're in the same business as you, and they said, hey, do you want to learn how I doubled my business last year? And you're like, oh God, how are they doubling their business? This isn't fair. All right, they could go from $1,000 to $2,000 annual revenue, and that's doubling their business. That doesn't say much, and you can't keep comparing yourself. You have to do what's best for you, and you have to just put your head down, put your best effort into this, put your best work forward, and then you don't have to worry about what everybody else is doing. But you have to remember they're putting their best foot forward too, and you can't compare yourself on that. This isn't business related, but this is a perfect example. So I have a 3 and a 2-year-old. They're very close in age. My boy is the oldest. And when my daughter was born, he hated her. I mean, it was just, I couldn't figure out how to get him to like his sister. And I have a friend who's got kids pretty much the same age, and she was on Facebook, and she posted this really incredible picture of her kids holding hands. And I was like, oh my God, I am the worst mother in the world because my kids won't even come near each other, let alone hold hands like hers are. Like, I am horrible. So I saw her out at breakfast one day and I said, oh my gosh, tell me, how do you get your kids to love each other like that? And she goes, oh, no, they don't like each other at all. I just happened to snap that picture. That is exactly what everybody's doing on social media, so you can't compare. The other C word is copying. You absolutely cannot copy. And I know everybody says this, but it really is important. You know, it's kind of almost, we're talking out of both sides of our mouths as entrepreneurs because we're told don't reinvent the wheel, follow what somebody else did and do what they did, and you don't have to create your own path. But I understand that to a certain extent, but I also believe you do have to create your own path because you are you. Yes, it's great to see what others are doing. Yes, it's great to emulate that, but it's also important that you do your own thing. Don't try to, well, they dress a certain way, so I need to dress a certain way, or they talk a certain way, so I need to, or they teach this, so I need to teach whatever they're doing. You need to do what's best for you. You need to do what's best for your audience. You have to talk to your audience. You have to talk to your ideal client. See what they need. See how you specifically can fulfill a need that they have. And only the way you do that is what's going to be important. Now, with that being said, you are going to not connect with some people, and that's totally cool because it's the people that you connect with are going to absolutely love you. So it's okay. You have to be yourself. And until you really align with yourself and know yourself, you're going to always kind of feel a little awkward in the business world because you're, who am I today, or who am I supposed to be today, or what entrepreneur should I be copying today? You need to be you. And like I said, you need to know what works for you and what works for your clients. I love Jeff Walker. I follow Jeff Walker. I love his product launch formula. I've used it for some of my products. But when it comes to one of the products that I've launched, it just didn't work. And maybe it was me. It could have been the way I launched it. I'm not saying I did everything perfectly, but I went to a traditional sales page video launch, and that converted way better than what he did. And I'm not saying he's wrong, but you have to understand what works for your clients. And you can't just keep, okay, well, so-and-so says to do it, so I got to do it. But you have to know what works best for your clients, and you have to know what works best for you. So there's nothing wrong with mentoring. There's nothing wrong with looking at what the greats are doing and following that, but also be willing to pivot and know it may not work for you. So today, if you're an entrepreneur, I want you to get out any comparisons. Stop comparing because you really don't know. Like I said, somebody's showing you their highlight reel and They may be falling apart behind the scenes, and that's what you're comparing yourself to. I mean, we all sit with me. I could go on about this forever, and I'm going to stop, I promise. But the second part is stop copying. Be you, be unique. Know what your clients need. Know what's best for your clients, not somebody else's. And yes, follow what other people are doing. Learn from other people. But understand your journey might change just a little bit, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So again, this is Erin Smith of the Starters Club, where I believe everybody's got it in them to start a business. You just have to get started.